Welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to talk about PageSense Form Analytics. This is a very, very good tool if it's being used properly. If you will check online, you will see lots of videos explaining how to use PageSense Form Analytics, but it's not being done properly. So in this lesson, we will do it in a proper way. First of all, let's go and talk about the problem. Whenever you're going to Zoho Forms, and that's something that we did in the previous lessons, when you will go to Edit, and then you will go to Share, you have a way to run an embed. So you're able to copy this code. That's what we are going to do now. You can go to your website, and let's go to this website. I can click on an element, and then I can click on Embed iframe. I can paste the code, and then you will see the form. Obviously, we can make it nicer, we can make it bigger. We're not here to design anything. But just so you know, this is the preferred way for most developers because it took me about 5 seconds with explanation. So they can collect some cash with doing nothing. Super convenient. This approach is a bit difficult for systems to track because an iframe, it's a page inside a page. Let me show you. If I will go now to New Form Analytics, and let's call this page, let's go back. So that will be New Lead Form. That's the name of this experiment, and we like to have the experiment page URL, so that will be that. Let's refresh. Okay, you can see you have here the form. If I will click on Fetch Forms, there are no forms, because the form, it's actually that. So if I go to Zoho Forms, I will click on Share. This is the form URL. So if I will paste that instead, and I will click Fetch Forms, you will see that now it's catching it. The problem is I don't want it to follow the form directly. I want it to check the page with the form. So now let's go to the right way to do it. So I will go here, and I will remove this code. And whenever you're going to Zoho Forms, you will go to Embed, but you will click on HTML, CSS. Now, I'm going to show you the ugly way to do it, but obviously you can make it in a nice way. So if you go to our website, for example, we are using a Zoho form, and the Zoho Forms looks nice because the Zoho form was designed by a web developer. It's not really taking too much time, but that's doable. So that's the right way to do it. In my system, I will have here, PageSense is tracking based on the contact page, and therefore I'm getting the details. So here I will go to HTML, CSS. I will just download the HTML at that point. To your developer, you will send the HTML, CSS. I will open this page. Let's do view source. I will grab the code, and you can open this code with any editor or exactly what I did here. And when I'm going to Zoho Sites or any website, I will click on Add Element, and I will select the code snippet, or you can just select any type of a code editor on WordPress or anything else. I do prefer that you will give it to a web developer. They can do a nicer job. I will go here. I will click on Add Snippet. I will call it Lead Form. And I will paste the code. You can also, by the way, click here. And that will give you the code as well. I'm just showing you a way that will always work. For now, we can do that, or we can do the HTML that I gave you. Both of them will work. This code that I just showed you how to paste, so the lead form, the one that I just pasted, That will be exactly what you would do on websites that are not Zoho sites. Okay, you will go here, you will download the HTML, CSS, you will give it to your web developer. If you want to do it yourself, same thing, you download it. The reason that you want to have the CSS is because you can style it the way that you have on the website. So same fonts, same size, same colors, same height, you can design it in any way and it will look perfect. So let's go back to our editor. I will go click on OK. And let's go publish. And now I will go here. I will click on, and you can see this is my form. Ignore the design. The design can look in any way that you want. It's about the web developer to adjust it for you. If I will go again, let's remove it. And I want to show you when we go to code snippet, I can click on new contact us, and then I will click on save and publish. Okay, so you can see it's doing exactly the same work, the same thing. It's just copying the HTML, but the result is exactly the same. Now, if I will copy this URL and I will go to Zoho PageSense, we'll click on Form Analytics, new Form Analytics. I will give it a name, lead form on contact us page, and I will just paste it. Once I click on fetch form, you can see that it's providing me the information. It will tell me which information is going to be collected, which is perfect. If needs to be, I can edit manually, okay? And I will also need to have the form name, which I will do it right now. Now, one thing I want to mention, sometimes you will have UTM parameters. That will be something like question mark, UTM, equal, and so on. So in that case, when you have here the simple URL, you want to have contains. So whenever it contains, let's say, /contact, then it will be activated, okay? Now, the form name, let's just grab it. The form name will be new lead form. And we'll put it here, and then we'll click on activate. At that point, the system is starting to monitor this page. I will run another refresh. And let's start to fill the page. So I'm going to the first name, last name, phone number, and then I got a phone call, and then maybe I will go somewhere else, but I escape this page. The information is being collected, and whenever you check the results, you can see that you will have a visitor, you will have a visit, someone started, but there was no conversion. So you will see it in a second. It just takes a little bit of time to collect the information. Visitors means how many people visited. Visits means how many times. So you might see in sessions, let's try to go again. So I will go again to the contact us page. I will start filling the details and I will bounce back again. I am still the same visitor, but there will be 2 visits at that time, whenever it will be refreshed. So there will be 1 visitor with 2 visits. So the visits will be multiple visits, and the visitors will be unique visitors. Usually when I look at the statistics, I care more about that. Sometimes you will see high number, so you will see 6 visits on every 1 visitor, and in that case, probably there is a problem, because you're misleading the person, or you're sending him to the wrong place, or something is going on. You need to check it out, because you will lose conversion. Yeah, now it goes to 2. Soon you're going to have starters, and you will have 1 starter, but you will have also 1 abandoned. So the number of the starters will be, let's say, 10. From the 10, you will have maybe 2 conversion and 8 abandons. Eventually, the number of the starters will align with conversion plus abundance. And all those together will show you the picture. Bottom line, it's the only tool that I know that is able to provide you a full picture of what's going on with your forms. You can see how many people starting, converting, or abandoning it. And obviously, over time, you're getting a very, very nice picture of your forms. You can create those forms on basically anything. You can have forms on contact us, newsletters, funnel pages, anything that is good for you as a marketer and you like to track. Super, super useful. Same like the heat maps. You can run a date, you can run segments, you can run some exports, you can share the information with a third party. Very, very nice. Helped us a lot. We had many times that we made changes to the website, things didn't work, we thought maybe the contact us form is not working properly, but then we saw that it's not really the contact us, there are different problems. Those are gold details. So I really recommend you at least experimenting with the Zoho PageSense.